personal items.
The news with Katrina Smith.
Welcome and good morning. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday. It's August 24th. I'm Katrina Smith. Meteorologist Eric Gage is over in the Weather Center, and we're still holding on to some cooler weather overnight, but summer-like temperatures today.
Yeah, we got gorgeous weather on tap today.
Love it.
We couldn't ask for a better start to the weekend. Gorgeous blue skies outside right now. In fact, take a live look in Oneonta, where you can see, of course, in the distance, a lot of folks coming into their first year in Oneonta. I know my first experience there was a very warm stretch moving in. In fact, they got very pleasant weather for the few days of orientation and before classes eventually begin. Around the state, temperatures starting out in the 60s, 62 in Rome, 57 in Hamilton with plenty of sunshine, and the radar right now is quiet all across the board. And today we're talking about lots of sunshine, temperatures upper 70s, great weekend weather. But as you head into the overnight hours, we could see a passing shower and maybe an isolated shower on Sunday. So not completely dry, but at least during the daytime hours today, it does look entirely dry. We'll, of course, explain the details about those rain chances, that full weekend forecast straight ahead. Katrina?
Thank you, Eric. Taking a look at headlines around America.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good Saturday morning, everyone. We are starting out the day with plenty of blue skies and temperatures already in the 60s. It's going to be a beautiful day across the region. A live look at downtown Utica right now. We can see those near cloudless skies out in the distance. Only just a few faint cirrus clouds moving over our area this morning. Currently sitting at 62 degrees with lower humidity and a light wind. This is going to be easily another top 10 day of the year across the region. So those of you who have any plans to go out, for example, to the New York State Fair, today's looking absolutely great. Temperatures starting out in the 60s right now, again climbing into the upper 70s, low 80s with low humidity, even as you got at Syracuse. A little bit on the warmer side though, so low 80s. But regardless, plenty of sunshine. Now, it's going to be dry during the daytime hours today, but during the overnight hours, we could see an isolated passing shower as a weak disturbance moves through. You can notice that slight indentation right there. Following that, isolated shower Sunday evening, but the main pattern will be dry weather and sunshine. But although the temperatures do increase this weekend, the humidity remains relatively low, comfy to slightly muggy levels for today, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. The humidity might start to ramp up as we head into the middle of next week, but again, we'll follow that as the days do get closer. But so, heading to our skycast this morning, 60s, sunshine. This afternoon, 70s and sunshine. Some spots climbing into as high as the low 80s. Then by this evening, still looking at quiet conditions overnight. This passing disturbance here could fire up a brief shower, but that's mainly during the late night hours, beyond 2 a.m. onward. So this wouldn't impact a lot of you that are spending time outside during the daylight hours today. Then Sunday, dry start, upper 70s, low 80s, isolated pop-up showers here and there. But again, most of the area will remain entirely dry during the afternoon. And we'll see these warmer temperatures continue as we head into the start of the work week next week on Monday, with again a chance for an isolated shower, but realistically, most of the area does remain dry. Today, high of 80, beautiful weather across the board. Tonight, a low of 60 with an isolated shower. Your 7-day forecast, still keeping Sunday mainly dry. Low 80s, sunshine, isolated shower heading to Monday. Our better shot for rain chances look to be Wednesday and onward of next week. And our trivia question. The New York State Fair was first held in Syracuse in 1841. The following year, it was held in this New York City.
Trying to get our director Ed to give me his answer, but he said it's got to be Albany, the capital.
All right, Director Ed says Albany.
I think Albany.
I didn't give you a chance. Katrina got it. She got it. Following that year, between 1842 and 1889, it traveled several cities: Albany, Auburn, Buffalo, Elmira, New York City, Poughkeepsie, Rochester, Saratoga Springs, Syracuse, Utica.
Oh,
It was
you did
held in
have it
Utica
here
during that
once.
span. So
No kidding.
it did travel, and eventually it settled
in Syracuse area. Very cool. Thank you so much. And Ed, thank you. It's a busy weekend coming up. Welcome back, and thank you for joining us for another half hour of News Channel 2 Weekend Today. I'm Katrina Smith. Get you right over to the Weather Center. Picture perfect day for this Saturday. Meteorologist Eric Gage, you can't contain yourself. It's beautiful, right?
I know. I can't wait to spend time outside today. We got lots of sunshine. Anyone who has any plans outdoors today,
Good weather.
great weather across the board. Take a live look in Cooperstown right now, where you can see just the gorgeous blue skies in the distance. Enjoy the green. Well, we still have it again as we approach the end of August and the beginning of September. We'll slowly start to see a few of the color changes occur in the trees. In fact, I have been seeing a few minor changes in foliage as I was driving around the area over the past few days. Around the state, temperatures starting out in the low 60s with plenty of sunshine, and the radar is quiet and dry all across central New York early today. And again, those temperatures will climb as high as the upper 70s to low 80s with dry weather across the board. Potential for an isolated shower tonight and maybe tomorrow, but I'll talk about those rain chances in that forecast straight ahead. Katrina?
Thank you so much, Eric. Back to school is...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We're tracking a beautiful Saturday today with temperatures feeling summer-like into the upper 70s, low 80s. A live shot right now of downtown Utica, where we are seeing blue skies in the distance and temperatures officially sitting at 63 in Utica. And as you look ahead to Griffiths and Rome, 1 degree cooler at 62 degrees. And the humidity also remaining relatively low, and that will set the stage for a beautiful day today. Radar right now is quiet all across central New York, and with that in mind, those of you who have been waiting to go to the New York State Fair, it's fair weekend, and you couldn't ask for better weather today. Temperatures upper 70s, low 80s. Go to the fair if you can. Plenty of sunshine as well, and the weather remains dry, at least for now. As we head into the overnight hours, a weak disturbance moves through. This could fire up an isolated shower, but this looks to be after 2 a.m. onward, so those of you staying 8, 9 p.m., 10 p.m., you're not really going to be seeing any rain showers. And we dry out for the start of Sunday as well. We could see an isolated shower pop up north or south of the valley Sunday evening, but again, rain chances low. Nothing that stays low, too, are those dew points. Comfortable levels of humidity today, and then slightly muggy Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, but those levels still remain pretty low. The temperature rises, but humidity remains relatively the same. And on a Skycast, you can see here, dry start, temperatures climbing into the upper 70s, low 80s, lots of sunshine, quiet conditions, a few passing cirrus clouds. Then you can see this disturbance roll through tonight, could fire up an isolated shower. But that's about it. Rain chances diminish for the mid to late morning. And then by the early afternoon, we'll see lots of sunshine. In the evening, could see an isolated shower fire up here and there. So again, weekend is mainly dry. Chance for an isolated shower Sunday. And so for today, highs in the low 80s. Beautiful weather tonight. Isolated shower, low of 60. Your 7-day forecast. We have got great weather on tap this weekend. Rain chances increase as we approach the middle of this next week with highs in the upper 70s, low 80s. And that trivia question. The brand Eggo, best known for their waffles, originally created this food.
It's not mayonnaise, it can't be.
Our director is saying...
Our director thinks it's mayo, but I feel like it has to be pancakes. I don't know. Pancakes.
Pancakes? Director Ed is correct. It was
Always
mayonnaise.
right. He's always right. Just always go with what Ed says.
You know, lucky guess. It was originally mayonnaise. They switched to waffles.
Why?
They just decided to make waffle batter. And
Eggo
eventually,
brand mayonnaise.
but their waffles ended up becoming more popular, so they switched to that and
Yeah.
discontinued the mayonnaise.
No
So,
kidding. Wow, that is so interesting. Would have never guessed. All right, we'll be back after this.
At your forecast.
Good evening, everyone. It's been a beautiful day across the area with plenty of sunshine. That humidity is still remaining pretty low. Matter of fact, those of you who are home this evening and are wondering what to cook for dinner, again, maybe go out and do some grilling. Great weather this evening. Same thing for Sunday. We could be tracking an isolated shower and a better shot for a shower storm approaching Monday as well. So again, this evening we're talking about great outdoor weather. Potentially an isolated shower tonight, as well as, again, a chance for an isolated shower tomorrow. But overall, the great weather does continue. With overnight lows tonight falling down into the 50s, we climb back up into the 70s, low 80s by tomorrow. And I'll talk a bit more in detail about those rain chances in that forecast straight ahead.
The first ever
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening. Welcome back. Happy Saturday, everyone. It's been a beautiful one out there today. And as we approach the evening, we'll be talking about maybe an isolated rain chance here and there. In fact, let's take a look at the bigger picture right now. Again, right now, sunshine, comfortable levels of humidity. Overnight tonight, we'll see a weak disturbance roll through the area right here. A few passing clouds and maybe an isolated shower. But this is, of course, after midnight, 2 to 4 a.m. That's our best chance of seeing the isolated shower. This passes us and we dry out again by tomorrow morning. But we still could see a isolated shower or pop-up storm in some spots later on tomorrow evening, primarily in the higher elevations. Notice how most of central New York here is looking entirely dry. And again, tonight, lows falling down into the low 50s, or low 60s to upper 50s, I should say, and then back up into the 70s again by tomorrow morning. Humidity, of course, remaining on the low side, dew points in the mid 50s, and those rainfall chances, again, right here, peaking roughly 4 or 5 a.m. You can see it here in our chance of rain outlook right there. But as we continue to tomorrow, again, dry start, then isolated shower possible as we approach Sunday evening and into Monday. Regarding that humidity, it remains slightly muggy but comfortable for tomorrow and into Monday. But then we'll see a surge of humidity Tuesday before the humidity begins to drop as we approach Wednesday of next week. And so, to our skycast, plenty of sunshine this evening. Here comes that weak disturbance tonight. Could produce an isolated shower. Dry start tomorrow, dry early afternoon, isolated pop-up shower storm heading into tomorrow evening. Most of the area, though, remains entirely dry. Then tomorrow night, lows fall back down into the low 60s before we climb into the 80s again by Monday with a chance for an isolated storm yet again. And so, tonight, lows falling down into the 60s and potentially upper 50s with an isolated shower tomorrow. Highs in the low 80s with sunshine and, again, chance for an isolated shower later on in the day. Your 7-day forecast, we're looking sunny for Tuesday before better shots for rain chances happen Wednesday and then eventually as we approach the end of the work week into next weekend. Good evening. What a great day it was. Lots of sunshine, low humidity, temperatures peaking into the upper 70s to low 80s. And tonight, while it starts out quiet, we could see an isolated shower pass through our area. But again, keyword isolated, and it will likely be brief as a weak disturbance pushes eastbound. And this happens after midnight tonight, for the span of maybe an hour or so. But that's really about it with rainfall chance for the next 12 hours or so. We could see an isolated shower or storm late Sunday evening, but again, most of the area does remain entirely dry. Now, it was a beautiful day today. Temperatures remaining pleasant tomorrow, and the summer conditions continue into the coming work week. And so again, tonight, lows falling down into the upper 50s, low 60s with a chance of an isolated shower. Dry start tomorrow, but I'll explain about those rain chances in a lot more detail in that forecast straight ahead.
Utica's
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Welcome back. Hope everyone had a great Saturday. The weather has been absolutely phenomenal, and as we approach the overnight hours, I'll mention the chance that we could see of an isolated shower. First off, a look at the bigger picture right here. High pressure has set in over the region. But notice to the north, we're seeing a weak disturbance move through the area. Now, this will mainly bring a few passing clouds, but it could fire up an isolated shower over our area. Just a heads up that overnight tonight, you might be hearing some rain on the roof, or if you're out overnight a bit longer into be roughly 2 to 4 a.m., you could experience those rain showers. But beyond that, we'll dry out by tomorrow morning, and then by tomorrow evening, we could see an isolated shower yet again in some isolated spots here and there all across the state. So most of the area remaining dry tomorrow, but again, there's that chance of rain, and I do want to pass that along. Now, overnight tonight, lows falling down into the upper 50s, low 60s, and regarding those rainfall chances, again, it's going to be mainly dry, isolated shower between roughly 2 and 4 or 5 a.m. Humidity levels also remaining comfortable, dew points in the mid-50s across the area. And regarding that chance of rain continuing onwards beyond tonight, as you can see there's that peak overnight tonight. Dry start tomorrow. Then as we approach tomorrow evening, it increases slightly, but those highest chances of pop-up shower look to be north and south of the Mohawk Valley. Well, how does the humidity look for the next few days? Well, it still remains to the comfortable side of things. Dew points upper 50s, low 60s, so technically in the muggy category. We do see a surge in humidity as we approach Tuesday, but then we'll see a drop down in that humidity level by Wednesday itself. And so, on our Skycast, we're tracking that arrival of that weak system overnight tonight. You can see that shower move through the area. Then, by tomorrow morning, it's a dry start. Temperatures in the 60s, climbing into the upper 70s, low 80s by tomorrow with plenty of sunshine across the board. But notice as we approach the evening, we'll start to see a few green spots pop up here and there as a chance for an isolated shower as we approach the evening, and eventually overnight Sunday, things do quiet down. And then Monday, same story. Dry start, areas of patchy fog. We could see an isolated shower pop up later on in the day. And so tonight, lows falling down into the upper 50s, low 60s, isolated shower. Tomorrow, sunny, isolated shower, storm yet again with highs in the low 80s. 7-day forecast. Summer conditions continue through the weekend into the beginning of next week. Best shot for rain looks to be Wednesday with a high of 81.